Hello, this is Eric Cobra, and this is Let's Play Danganronpa Blind. Last time we ended probably right before Chapter 5 would actually properly end, so maybe that was a bit silly, but it seemed like a good place to start. So let's go back to the trash heap we ended in after Monokuma cheated the fuck out of everything. Yeah, you know, between killing Order Ego for, you know, something that wasn't even against the rules, and, you know, condemning Makoto, which I'm sure is because Makoto was onto something about everything being fishy, you know, Monokuma's really shown a propensity for bending his own rules lately. I don't remember this thing from the intro. That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. This is a disc. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. That must have been a bit of a hard landing, if I do say so. Is that an airplane? That's something like that went up in the school's garbage pit. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed, I pulled, I kicked, it didn't budge. You know, it isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting up anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. It's a garbage pit. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That's pointless too. Next, search for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink, which ones are an all-around bad idea? Getting pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. That's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was... sleep? Go to sleep. Oh, well. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I'd left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky was no sign. Not exactly. Got crunch! What the? The strange sound appeared in my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile garbage jostled and formed a large shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I kept just my hand out towards what it was, but it tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
You disguised yourself as a trash bag. Kudos. Also, you got something in your hair. Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing
So...
here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash and then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth making its way towards my stomach. Phew, that really hit the spot. Oh, got all the energy I need to keep going. So I still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. No, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive the man of the gods. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to the school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. Can you elaborate? So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak.
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot that? Memory loss. Ah, so that might be it. It might be there's something in the background that made her even remembering her past dangerous. I did think it was something like that. Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? This also meant it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean, somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it, it's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us? If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case it don't make sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone you at least like to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right though, there's no way an ordinary kid like me could be the mastermind. I understand.
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Yeah, it's just like the dream I had before. Why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now I still trust you, you know? It's just I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just your personality. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability? My ability. What everyone should have known before. I'm the ultimate detective. Well, I figured as much. The ultimate detective.
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peaks Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. I had to find someone? Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alder Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. Yep, flashback to when she got angry.
No matter... So...
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense. But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see there?
So...
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess with desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean, the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. Is this some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Makoto's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay one night from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So I went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However...
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important, and really ominous. Super ominous!
However...
Of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorms, there were no cameras and no monitors, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusawa, doesn't it?
However...
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you, right? But that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her? What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. Then he would have cheated even more if that's the case. To begin with, the point of the class around Mukuro Ikusawa was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to throw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you're free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. but Kyoko got too good at it.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, we couldn't step in. Since we couldn't kill me themselves, we tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations. Yes, but they keep finding me. Well, I suppose, then, that even if it's against the spirit of things, they can still, you know, go outside the rules, but they can't break them directly. For example, I noticed they kept Mukuro Ikusaba out of the class trials, even though they're a student. But there's none of these rules saying explicitly that that's how it is. That, you know, the students have to be there. That's just something Monokuma keeps saying. Interesting.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Mukuro. I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... Ah, so she was sent to kill me and make it look like it was Kyoko during the night. I can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the God of Death. What? I can hear the God of Death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me to cases just like this.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I got chased right away. As I followed, I saw its shadow go into your room. Ah. You can sense people in danger. Huh. Well, that thing must have been pinging like crazy while you've been here.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Where the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And the murder was disguised in the dojo key moved up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind and intends to use the class trial to eliminate me. So this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind want to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other
it means
words...
that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not.
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused the event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that? They're the ultimate despair.
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is a real enemy. Great. Seems like things are going to get more complicated now. But nobody died, so... Wait, shouldn't Mukuro Kusaba have been counted down there? You received the Dream Island rocket present. Adorable. Yeah, that's probably where I should stop instead, but... whatever. Let's move on to 6. The Ultimate Despair. A group of people caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is a mastermind's true identity. Oh, so it's not just one, it's a lot of people. Our enemy has finally been revealed. I wonder why they want to do that, but... what are they gaining from that? Right now?
Anyway...
Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would know part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... yes, it opens!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. Okay, open the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Ooh, where do we end up now? Finally, we were finally free, but there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Ultimate, 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 ultimate!